Everyone, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say out these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Want to jump in real quick, address a couple things. I was pretty hyped today about my SoundHound. If you would have paid attention, or maybe you did a few months ago, I alerted on SoundHound. I've been steadily increasing while it was down. It's up quite a bit. Very nice pump on that one. Definitely took a lot of profits, held some. See where it takes me. So AMC is not the only trick we have. You know what I mean? I'm not a one-trick pony. I know a lot of people think that AMC is the only one that's really worth talking about. I've talked about other plays. Like I've talked about the C3 AI. I've talked about Big Bear. I've talked about a lot of AI. You know, I talked about NVIDIA when it was down around 200 a share. But all those are awesome. Great money can come from them, which they have. I've done very well this quarter off of stocks, probably better than I have in a couple years. But that being said, when things go down, for me personally, that's the best time to buy. When everyone's afraid and they're saying don't do it, it's horrible, it's a trash stock, you know, you obviously have to do some DD on it. But for the most part, unless it's just literally just a penny stock, something like that, which they're going to try to push that narrative on AMC, I'm sure. But right now, I'm accumulating AMC because something similar will happen, in my opinion, like with these other stocks. It'll have its ups and downs here and there, and people are going to try to discredit it and tell you this and that, but have your own opinion, your own research. If you don't like it, cool. You don't have to. I love it. I love the stock. I love the company. The company's doing many things. I've talked about almost in every video. They're not just a theater company anymore. They've expanded. They're expanding it seems like every quarter there's some big news coming out. So love it or hate it, it's your choice. I love it. I love the stock. I like the company. You know, it is what it is. So people keep asking me, and I had, you know, in the last couple of weeks, I've had almost every other video people ask me what do I think is going to go. How much is this thing going to be worth? It's a little hard to come up with brackets and time frames and this and that, because this thing could go to, you know, $6-7 tomorrow, and the next day, the next week, and then jump back down to 3 or 4. And to me, it's just part of the game until it has its major jump. When it has a major jump, and I believe it will, you just got to kind of gauge it from there, because, you know, it could go back up to 60, 70, 80, 100, and then dump back down. You just don't know. We got to gauge it. I got to gauge it. For me personally, I got to follow it as it goes. I do think it's got much more potential than $100, $200, $300, $400. But I do think that it could possibly max out in the next 10 years at like 400 or 500. But I do also believe that if it just loses control and there's margin calls or something like that, black swan event, anything like that, it could definitely go up to the 1,000 to 3,000 range before people just dump, and then, you know, it'll be, if that happens, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if that were to happen and we get what, you know, if I get what I'm hoping happens to this stock, it'll be very volatile. You know, there could be a day where it's at 1,000, the next day it's at 3,000, the next day it's at 800. So you just got to really have some sort of a plan, some sort of brackets you want to be in. But you can't really have a bracket right now until you see those pumps, because, you know, who's to say it doesn't go to $100 and everyone just dumps? You know what I mean? I don't think that's the case. It's because I think most people here are expecting and hoping and researching and realizing that this thing could definitely easily hit the thousands. Just because people in the comment section or people that are against it say it's not going to, you got to do your own research. There's two sides to it. You know, there's people that are negative, and they're gonna find the same. The people that are negative usually have the same couple of things. It's something to do with, you know, I'm not even gonna go into it. The negativity, you can see it for yourself. So if you fall for it or buy into it, that's totally up to you. Now, same thing could be said about on my side of it. If you fall for it, buy into it, you'll reap the rewards. Me personally, I would rather fall and buy into something that has hope than to fall and to buy into something that has nothing. So I would rather have spent a few $1,000s and been wrong and missed a squeeze than not spent any money and just watched it squeeze. That's my personal thoughts on it. But I do think realistically, without any squeeze, without anything, if it was just this company, there was no naked shorts, there was no manipulation, and the company just keeps going like it's going, I would put it in the next few years around $30 a share. But that's I do believe in a squeeze. I do believe in a MOAS. I do believe something like that is going to happen. But you don't have to. That's fine. Like I said, no factual evidence. Just you can call it a hunch and my own DD. So that's where I'm at with it. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Be blessed. I'm sure I missed something. Go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think, what numbers you think we're looking at. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Have a good day. Peace.